Summary latest developments. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken condemned the rapidly increasing number of Palestinians killed and said more must be done to protect civilians. The Palestine Refugee Agency says more than 100 UN workers have been killed since Israel-Hamas war began in Gaza. This makes this war the deadliest conflict ever for in such a short period of time. The International Committee Red Cross states that the healthcare system in Gaza has reached a point of no return. Calls for respect and protection medical facilities, patients, healthcare workers in Gaza. November 10, while Palestinian officials expressed that the United States was newly disturbed by the incident. Israeli airstrikes hit 3 hospitals and a school in Gaza on Friday, killing at least 27 people and blackmailing another hospital. In his strongest comment yet on civilian suffering, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken condemned the number of Palestinians killed, which Gaza authorities put at more than 11,000. Blinken welcomed the 4-hour Israeli humanitarian disruptions the White House announced Thursday, but told reporters more action was needed to protect civilians in Gaza. Too many Palestinians have been killed. Too many have suffered in the past weeks, he said during his visit to India. Israel faces growing calls for restraint in its month-long war with Hamas, but says the militants who attacked Israel and took hostages on October 7 will use a ceasefire to regroup. He says Hamas uses civilians as human shields and hides weapons in tunnels under hospitals. Accusations Hamas denies. Gaza officials said missiles hit courtyard of region's largest hospital, Al-Shifa, in early hours, damaging Indonesian Hospital and reportedly setting fire to Nasser Rantissi Pediatric Cancer Hospital. The hospitals are located in northern Gaza, which Israel says is concentrated with Hamas militants who attacked it last month and is full of displaced people, patients and doctors. According to a previous statement by medical personnel, Israeli tanks, which have been advancing in northern Gaza for almost 2 weeks, have been positioned and alerted around the Nasser Rantissi children's and eye hospitals, as well as the Jerusalem hospital. Israel is now waging war on Gaza City hospitals. Mohammed Abu Salmeeh, director of the Al-Shifa hospital, which was hit by missiles early on Friday, told Gaza Health Ministry spokesman Ashraf Al-Qidra said that Israel-led Al-Shifa hospital buildings 5 times. 1 Palestinian and many others were injured in attack carried out in the early hours of morning, he said by phone. Videos verified by showed panicked scenes and people covered in blood. Selmeyeh later said that at least 25 people killed in Israeli attacks on the Al-Buraq school in Gaza, where people whose homes were destroyed sheltered. Protection status. The Palestinian Red Cross said that Israeli forces opened fire on the Jerusalem hospital and violent occurred. 1 person and 28 PAO.